Hi guys, yasas que kalosirtate to another episode of Dimitra's Dishes. Today we're making Bourani. Bourani is a red pepper and tomato pilaf. It's delicious, it's vegan. It's great for a nice light dinner or lunch. You could eat it just like that with a nice salad, or you can serve it as a side to whatever favorite meat dish that you're serving. It's delicious and loaded with flavor and very simple to make. It's ready in like 30-40 minutes. You can't beat that. We're gonna start off by finely chopping an onion. So I have a pot that's heating over medium heat. I'm gonna add the onion with a little bit of olive oil, and I'm gonna let it cook until it's nice and soft and golden like we always do. It's gonna take about 8 to 10 minutes or so. In that time, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grate the garlic. This dish is a traditional dish that comes from the part of Greece known as Volos. It's aromatic, it's light, and it's so delicious. So next we're gonna just thinly slice a bell pepper. Now red bell pepper is what's traditionally used, but feel free to use whatever you have on hand. Just get all of those seeds out. And then we're just gonna slice it, after I get the seeds off of my knife, we're just gonna slice it into thin strips. Red bell pepper smells so sweet and refreshing. So the onions are ready. Now I said I was gonna put the garlic in, but I'm gonna hold off on the garlic because I'm gonna put the bell peppers in just to get them a little bit softer. And we're not gonna soften them fully because they are gonna continue to cook with the rice. What a beautiful color, look at that. So we're just gonna cook these over medium heat for just 2-3 minutes. Now we're gonna add the grated garlic in, and we're just gonna mix it and warm it through for a few seconds so it doesn't burn. Once garlic is grated, it burns really quickly, so you wanna be very careful with that. That is good enough. Now I have a can of diced tomatoes. I'm just gonna put half of it in here. If you like more tomatoes, feel free to add the whole can in, that's fine. But whatever's left over, you can just put in a little Ziploc bag and pop it in the freezer. It freezes well for a long time, and I use tomatoes in almost everything, so it'll be used probably tomorrow. It also stays fresh in the fridge for about 4 or 5 days. So we're gonna cook this down for a few minutes, just 3-4 minutes. I'm also gonna season with a little bit of salt. Okay, that's looking good. Now I have 2 cups of Basmati rice here that I've washed until the water ran clear, and then I let it soak in cool water for 15 minutes. I'm gonna add that to the pot. Now, if you're not worried about keeping it vegetarian, you could add 2 cups of chicken broth instead, but I'm keeping this one veg, so I'm gonna just put some water, 2 cups of water in the rice bowl to get whatever rice is left out of there. There's 2 cups of rice, so I'm gonna add 2 teaspoons of salt, but seasoned to your liking, and a little bit of freshly cracked black pepper. You can throw some crushed red pepper flakes in here for heat if you'd like. Give everything a nice mix. And I'm also gonna put in just a little bit of dried oregano. Now this is gonna come to a boil. Once it comes to a boil, I'm gonna reduce the heat to low, cover it, and I'm gonna let it simmer for 15 minutes until the rice is perfectly cooked. We're gonna fluff it all up, and then we're gonna garnish it with some parsley. The Bourani is ready. The roasted red pepper and tomato pilaf smells delicious. Once it's done, go ahead and garnish it with some parsley like we said. Toss it all together and serve it with some lemon wedges. If you're keeping it vegan, it is ready to be served. Otherwise, you can definitely garnish it with some grated Parmesan or even some nice big chunks of feta cheese. Who would not want to eat that? It is time for the taste test. So fresh tasting, so delicious. This would go really well with some fish. Also with some chicken as well. The recipe, as always, is in the description box down below, as well as on the website, www.dimitrasdishes.com. If you want to learn how to make a really nice roasted chicken to go along with this, click right over here and I'll see you right over there. Thanks for spending time with me today. Yes.